What is going on, guys? My name is Patrick, aka Chief Pat, and today bringing you guys the next episode of my Let's Play Clash of Clans series. So this is my first Let's Play episode since the update came out, which means we do have to build the new Dark Spell Factory, and that's going to cost us 1.5 million elixir. So we're almost there already, and with the rest of the gold we get today, I'm just going to go ahead and spend it on as many upgrades as we can, seeing as we still have plenty of stuff to upgrade throughout our base. So first things first, let's go ahead and attack this base right here. Looks like this guy has over 800,000 resources, with most of it being in the mines and pumps. So I'm just going to have to make sure I spread my troops across evenly and try to pick off as many buildings as I can. So I got a free gold mine and elixir pump right there. I'm going to go ahead and try to do the same thing over here. I am going to get that elixir pump, but for this gold mine right here, I'll probably have to drop some goblins, but that shouldn't be a problem. I'm going to go ahead and drop some goblins right there, and I'm just trying to conserve as many troops as I can, and let's go ahead and see how we can make our way through on the base. But luckily, most of my troops are level 5 now that I use in this army composition, so my archers and goblins are, and those make up like over 75% of my troops in this army. So yeah, things are working out pretty well. I shouldn't have to use that many to take care of most of these collectors. And let's go ahead and enter in through the bottom side right here. So goblins are going in. I'm going to go ahead and take care of this elixir pump first. Gold mine should follow after that. Unfortunately, the giant was sitting on top of my goblins, and because of that, whenever the mortar shell hit, it actually hit my goblins too. But now that they made their way to the gold mine, they shouldn't be affected by that, and they're going to be able to take that out really easily. I'm not worried about the elixir storage. I really don't think too much is in there, so I'm going to go ahead and go to the next compartment right here, do the same exact thing, and it looks like the giant is far enough away from the goblins to where the wizard tower and mortar won't affect them. So pretty easy right there. Took care of those 2 mines and pumps, as well as I'm going to take care of this dark elixir drill right here. And then finally, let me take a look at this left-hand side, and I only have 3 wall breakers left, so it's going to be pretty tough to get into that top compartment if I even have any troops left. So I'm going to drop my giants. I accidentally dropped 3. I only meant to drop 1, but I misclicked when I meant to hit my goblins and my archers, so that's a little bit unfortunate, seeing as I needed those guys in the top. I'm going to drop a couple more goblins, and yeah, now there's 1 more elixir pump on the top, and if I had some giants, it would have been a lot easier, but seeing as I only have archers and goblins, it's going to be pretty difficult, and I really only have 2 goblins. So deciding on what I want to do, I know this dark elixir barracks right here is in my way, or I guess dark barracks. So I'm gonna have to drop a couple of archers to take care of that, and then a couple of archers after that to run to the elixir pump and see if they can steal any resources. So they tried their best as they're shooting over the top. They're gonna go ahead and do a little bit of damage, but unfortunately I didn't have any giants to tank the damage because I dropped those guys in the last compartment. So let me just go ahead and drop my lightning spell. Should be a pretty good investment since my lightning spell only cost me a little bit. I actually got, I think, like 30,000 elixir from that. So in total, almost 750,000 resources for that raid, which is awesome, as well as 630 dark elixir, which is definitely going to be going towards upgrading our king to level 5 as soon as possible. All right, so let's go and take a look at this next base. This guy has 230,000 gold, 297,000 elixir. Looks like he doesn't have a dark elixir storage yet at Town Hall 11, or Town Hall 7, which is pretty weird. But I'm going to go ahead and attack, seeing as most of his stuff should be in the mines and pumps, as well as a little bit of it might be inside the storages as well. So if I have some extra troops towards the end, I'm going to go ahead and take those guys out with the wall breakers, or with the compartments that I've already broken into with my wall breakers. So let me go ahead and drop the giants. Those guys are going to distract the mortar up top. And then my goblins are going to go in and take care of those gold mines right there. I am prioritized on gold, so I'm going to go ahead and try to take as much gold as possible before I really focus on the elixir. And that's why I broke through those compartments as soon as possible. And now that I've stolen most of the golds from the mines and pumps, I'm going to go ahead and follow up with the goblins inside of the base to take care of the elixir pumps. And looking at where I'm at now, there's only 2 more gold mines left, and I'm going to take care of those guys as soon as possible. But seeing as these defenses right here are a little bit annoying, I'm going to make sure I take those guys out right now. And then as soon as my troops have making their way through, it should be pretty easy to get to that gold mine and even that elixir storage if I want to, and they're slowly making their way there right now. All right, so gold mine is down. Going to drop those goblins to take care of that gold mine as well. And then finally, looking at what else we can do, we're sitting at 70,000 elixir left and 15,000 gold. So I'm going to use some archers to shoot over the top to get that elixir. And then as far as gold goes, it's only 15,000 gold, but seeing as I've already broken in to the top, or to the gold storages on the left and the right, it might not be a bad idea. So let me just go ahead and drop a couple of goblins to steal the rest of the elixir. And then finally, if I have a couple of leftover goblins left, I can just go ahead and drop those guys on the far left and take care of this gold storage right here. All right, so overall, pretty good raid. I only left a little bit of gold left on the table on the right-hand side, but in total, over 500,000 resources for that raid. I sort of took it slowly and went part by part in the base and ended up getting pretty much everything. So really good raid right there. Maybe I should start bringing more wall breakers just in case, but overall, pretty good, and I can't really complain about that one. All right, let's go ahead and attack this next base here. This guy has 700,000 resources available. Looks like a pretty decent mix between the mines and the pumps, so I'm going to go ahead and take it out piece by piece, starting out with the very bottom side and just taking care of these mines and pumps as I go through. As I've told you guys before, always prioritize the mines and pumps over the storages, seeing as usually for the bases at least that I attack, most of the resources are in the mines and pumps. And then if you have leftover troops towards the end, then you can focus on the storages only if it makes sense and if it's actually cost efficient to attack those. So I'm making my way through. Goblins are slowly but surely taking care of these guys. I do see a dark elixir pump right there that I might want to take care of in a second, even though it probably only has like 90 dark elixir. So I'm going to drop my wall breakers, drop a couple of goblins, and those guys should break through and take care of that pump pretty easily. So this guy's sitting at 100,000 gold right now and 82,000 elixir. I could break through on this right-hand side and get to this gold storage right here. So let me go ahead and drop 2 wall breakers, follow up by a couple of goblins, and seeing as it was really easy to break into this and there's 50,000 gold inside of each of these storages, wasn't a bad idea to try to get as much gold as I could. Unfortunately, there was a wizard tower and a mortar shooting me down, so I couldn't do too much, but still over 500,000 resources for this raid, somewhere around 525, 530. So really good raid. And let's go ahead and head back to base and do a couple of upgrades. So I did about maybe an hour and a half of raiding today. I ended up getting 2.6 million gold, 2.8 million elixir. The gold does give me enough to upgrade 3 of my cannons, and seeing as I'm going over quantity over quality, I would probably rather upgrade all 3 of my cannons right now instead of doing like maybe a big upgrade around my base. So let me go ahead and upgrade those guys. And then as far as my elixir goes, like I said earlier, I definitely want to build this Dark Spell Factory as soon as possible. So let me go ahead and plop that guy down. That should be it for the elixir upgrades. I do actually want to upgrade some troops inside of my laboratory. So rather than do some smaller elixir upgrades, I'm just going to hold on to it for now because I still want to upgrade my giants, get those guys as beefy as possible so they can tank for my archers and my goblins. And yeah, that should pretty much be it for the upgrades today. I'm going to go ahead and upgrade one more thing. I'm going to go ahead and upgrade that wall right there, as well as one of my gold mines with elixir to max those guys out at level 12 while I wait for the others. But yeah, that's going to wrap it up this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you drop a like. And until next time, I will see you guys later. Peace out.